Welcome to International English Language Testing System IELTS Speaking Module. Test Center is British Language Club and IELTS Center Kazla, Motihar, Rajshahi. Test date November 8, 2022. Examiner Muhammad Iqbal Hossain Khan. Candidate is Mahima Agarwala. Let's get started. Please tell your full name with spelling, your candidate's ID and passport number.
Good evening, sir. My full name is Mahima Agarwala and the spelling is Mahima Agarwala Agarwala. The candidate ID is 653258 and the passport number is BX0625405.
Okay. What do you do and where do you live now?
I'm a student and I am doing IELTS course as I want to give the IELTS examination for getting a good score, and I am living in Rajshahi now, and here I live in Shadhurmo.
Okay. Tell about your hometown and the house you live in.
Basically, I am from Bharamara. It's in Kusha district in Bangladesh. I live in a joint family. With my parents, my uncle, aunt, and cousin. I live in a building which is two-story building, as there are so many family members in our family. So it's a big house with so many rooms, and we live there very peacefully and enjoyably.
What is your future plan and why are you taking IELTS?
As I have told, I'm a student and I have completed my graduation in food and nutrition from University of Calcutta. Now I want to do my master's from a renowned university of USA. That's the reason why I am taking the IELTS examination, and I want to get a good IELTS score so that I can get admitted myself in a renowned university, which I know that if I get a master's degree from that university, it increases the value of my degree.
Are there many animals or birds where you live?
Well, I live in a small town, and as it is a small town, there not that much pollution and people are so friendly there, and the environment is totally animal friendly. So yeah, there are so many birds, so many animals. But as I say, it's a small town, so mainly the domestic animals like cats, cows, and mainly the domestic animals are there, dogs, etc. And birds. There are so many varieties of birds, mainly seasonal birds. There, I love the chirping of birds because it's a nature-friendly place. But there are animals. There are so many animals as pets in houses of many people. I love pets and mainly the domestic animals there, I can say.
Okay. How often do you watch programs or read articles about wild animals?
I often watch programs in television. Mainly, I love the programs related to animals, and in channels like Discovery, Animal Planet. There are so many programs there. I love watching them. And in weekend, I gather the newspapers, the magazines where the articles are written. I collect those articles and I love reading them. And sometimes I also make sketches of that animals. So I can say I am kind of attractive to that animals.
Have you ever been to a zoo or a wildlife park?
As I am very much addicted, or I can say I love animals, so it's needless to say I have visited so many zoos in around the world. Actually, I have visited a zoo, Safari Park, which is in Bangladesh, and it is one of the largest zoo in Asia. And I have visited Zoological Park, which is in Calcutta, India. And I have also visited a park named Nandankanan, which is in Odisha district in India. It is the first zoo in the world to breed the white tigers and the melanistic tigers. There are so many stalls, there are so many activities to do. I remember I fed them with my family members, and I visited there with my family members. And so I can say there were so many things to do, so many things to see, and all the places I visited, I had a delightful experience that time.
Would you like to have a job working with animals?
If I honest with you, actually I am not that much trained that I could get a job there, and basically I love animals and I love spending time with them, but as I am not that much trained, that I don't have that much knowledge, so it's tough and I don't think I am the suitable candidate for the job. But if I get a chance to do it, then I will surely give it a try.
Okay, that's the end of part 1. Now we'll start part 2. In this part, you will be given a cue card and a paper and a pencil, and you will be given 1 minute to think about this topic, then talk about it for 1 or 2 minutes. Let's start.
Thank you.
Your time starts now. You may start now.
At first, I am pleased that I have this topic, and thank you for the topic. The topic is about website I use the most. The website is google.com, undoubtedly. And it is a search engine, it is a company as well as a website also. I can say it is my second teacher. And not for me, almost every people around the world, because it is the most used, most helpful website nowadays. From education is not only education, for every learning things, every tips related to cooking, related to health tips, we can get there. Nowadays, we can't even imagine a single life without this. Even mainly me, I almost spent every tips. If I think that I am not getting any answer or solution, first I search in Google, and the most important thing is we get the solution by sitting at home of everything. We study everything, and I remember the first time I used Google when I am in the school. My teacher gave me an assignment to write an essay. But when it came to home, I came to know that I don't have the materials to write that topic, and it was not in the textbook also. So when I asked my teacher, he just told me the 3 letters. I remember, just Google it. So that time I can remember, and I don't have that much knowledge that how to use a mobile phone or how to Google. So I took the help of my mother, and my mother searched it and gave it to me. That time I made notes from my Google website, and that time I realized that it's so useful. And that time I was so young, but now I can say I needed help that time to use Google, but now I have phone, I have laptop, all the technologies, and it helped me a lot to use this website. So we can say it's a very useful website, but unfortunately in some countries it is banned, like China and Iran. I don't know how they spend a day without it, but I can say it's very useful to me. And Google, for every steps, every situation, for every educational tips, I need to get help from Google. So I can say Google is my best buddy.
Okay, that's the end of part 2. Now I'll take back the cue card. Let's start part 3. We'll talk about internet. Why do some people find the internet addictive?
Actually, we are not, nowadays we are dependent on internet for every situation, as I said, for our education. And obviously there are also some bad things which can affect us in internet. if I give a opinion, then there's nowadays online games are available in internet which are too much addicted. If a boy or a girl started to play a game, they always want to level their up more and more. For this, they need to spend a lot of time in internet and they become addicted. If I give an example, I have a live example actually. My brother, he uses mobile phone and plays a game named Free Fire and spent almost all the day in mobile, and that time she don't even care what's happening around the world, even who is calling him, and even the time of eating he don't notice what's happening. And another thing is there's the online income. Nowadays there are so many advertisements like you can earn money easily by sitting at home by using internet, and you don't have to work hard for this. So it attracts people a lot and they think that they can earn money. If you say that if I come to know that I can earn money without hard work, then obviously it will attract me. So they become addicted and started using internet so much, and it become them addicted to internet, which is very harmful for us.
What would the world be like without the internet?
Yeah, I think I don't need to explain this because we all know that how useful is internet for us in every sector of life. In educational institutions, in factories, in industries, in offices, every places. We are using internet for doing all the activities, all the works and everything. If a single day we should imagine internet, then all the works will stop, all the factories will stop, all the works will stop. So there will be no work, there will be nothing to do. And to talk with people, we communicate via internet nowadays. So I can say it will distract us from people and it will make distance also in a good way.
Do you think that the way people use the internet may change in the future?
Yeah, I know it will change because our world is updating day by day. Every day there will be new technologies, so many things to do, and in future I can say there will be so many opportunities. Nowadays we are using internet via broadband or routers, and so in future I think there will be no wires, no connections with wires to this useful gadget. And now we need to pay a lot for using internet, and I hope in future it will be free of cost and everything. In a country like Bangladesh, the speed of internet is not that much fast, so in future this will be so fast that we can search in a millisecond or a nanosecond.
What are the ways that social media can be used for positive purposes?
We can say everything has positive and negative purposes, and it depends on us how we are using it. If I say about positive purposes, so if we use social media for our educational system, like if students engage themselves with social activities, social work, via knowing it from internet or social media, it will be really helpful for them. And so many organizations can know about the skills, about the people around the world, and also it is useful for the teachers. They can share their knowledge to the students, and students can get the advices, the educational programs from the remote area of the world. So I can say I can take it positively, and everyone should take it positively and use the best way they can.
Why do some individuals post highly negative comments about other people on social media?
Okay, actually there are so many people around the world and they have different mentalities. Some has positive, some has negative. It depends on that person, if he or she, how she or he is brought up. It depends on their mentalities and how they are reacting. Sometimes we can see their negative comments on posts which actually they do for making them arrogant and keep themselves in a fight, which I can say it's a very bad thing. And you can't even imagine, sometimes they blackmail that person about their posts and they engage themselves in the violation. And everything has positive and negative ways, so I think we should neglect them, as I don't think they're the part of this beautiful society.
Do you think that companies' main form of advertising will be via social media in the future?
Not in future, it's already started. Now all the companies, all the industries are engaging themselves with the social media. If I take an example of a company, almost 100 posts, almost 100 pamphlets are available in the social media apps like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and I can say in almost every social media app. But it's also a good thing, because nowadays people are engaging themselves with these social media apps, and they are not engaging. Actually, people nowadays don't care what is happening around the world in actual life, but they notice what's happening around the world in virtual life. They notice more even which are in Facebook or in social media app. So, and it's a beneficial thing that it's also budget friendly, and they don't need to spend a lot of money for this. So we can say that it's a good thing that nowadays social media is useful and used for advertisement for many companies, many institutions, and many factories.
Okay, Mahima, that is all about your IELTS speaking test today. Best of luck.
Thank you, sir.